We begin with breaking news. We've been reporting since 3 o'clock. Fire crews and police are on the scene of a Newport News apartment complex where at least 4 bodies were found. Chopper 10 was over the scene soon after. Now police are working to determine exactly what happened.
The initial report came in as a fire, and there was smoke inside the apartment. It happened at the Forest Pines Apartments. That's on Old Courthouse Way in Denby. And that's where we find 10 on your side's Jason Marks on the scene since this afternoon. What do you know so far, Jason?
Tom, I can tell you it's a very active scene out here. You have both fire and Newport News police investigators trying to figure out what happened. Now, you mentioned around 2:30. That's when crews were called out to this apartment complex. You can see the apartment in question right there. They're right in front of the door. Now, here's what we're being told. We're being told that a maintenance worker around 2:30 was told there might have been some fire. There's an open door. So the maintenance worker went to check things out, found what appeared to be a body. He called crews, and when crews got here, they noticed that there was a fire inside the place. Now, there was no active fire, but there had been a fire, and they found several bodies inside. Joining me now is Lou Thurston with the Newport News Police Department, and explain this. Obviously, we have fire crews out here, we have investigators. You're here with the police department. Talk about how all this works.
Because there's a fire, the fire department has the expertise with their investigators to do the best job investigating that. Because we have deceased persons, the police department has the expertise to do that investigation. So we join forces, join hands, we work together and work as a team to come to some kind of solution as to what's occurred here.
You look at the outside of that building, no visible damage. Then you go inside and you have these bodies. Sort of a mystery, isn't it?
Well, it is at this point, and it's a little bit early for us to determine how they died. Is there something else other than the fire? What circumstances, who they are, how old they are. Right now it appears as though there's at least one adult, maybe a teen, and maybe a couple preteens as far as victims at this point.
So where does the investigation go from here? Obviously, is it first determining how the fire started, when was the fire, and then go from there?
Actually, it's a parallel investigation, Jason. Like I say, the fire department will investigate the hows and the whys and the wheres of how the fire started, and if the fire could have played into anything as far as the death goes. The police department then will take and look at the bodies with the medical examiner who will actually make the final determination on cause of death. And because our expertise is dealing with homicide investigations, unnatural death investigations, we will look at that angle of it, and then the two teams of investigators come together and come to some resolution.
And safe to say it's too obvious, too early to say if there's foul play, right? I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're going to stay out here on the scene. We'll have the latest for you coming up tonight on Wavy News 10 at 5:30, and of course at 6. For now, we know 4 people dead. The investigation continues. Of course, we'll see you back here at 5:30. For now, back to you guys.
All right, thanks. Jason Marks reporting live from Newport News. A quick recap now of our breaking story we've been following all afternoon. 4 bodies found in the Forest Pines Apartments in Newport News. 1 adult, 2 teens, we understand, or 1 teen rather, and 2 preteens. The initial call came in as a fire. Police do report fire damage and heavy smoke in the apartment. More information coming up in our 90 minutes of news.